Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to my channel. My name is Tanmay, and today we are gonna do something different. It's a art video, and today let's learn something new. Let's learn elements of design. So there are 9 elements of design. So let's get through with them. Alright, cool. So this is my book. Here I'm gonna teach all the elements. So the first element of design is the dot, or as many people say, the point. So basically, the dot or the point is nothing but a dot. A dot, that is, it's like a filled in circle, but it's kind of little. And so basically, in design, like the dot or the point is the beginning of something in nothing. The nothing part is the plain canvas which you draw on, and the something is the dot. So with the dot, everything starts. A line starts from a dot, a shape starts from a dot, everything starts from a dot, always. And when you draw a dot, you can draw like some dots around it and form things. Like right now I'm drawing some dots around here, and now this forms a semicircle. Yep, there we go. It forms a semicircle. This is called the stippling technique. A stippling technique is in which you use dots to create a bigger picture. Some examples will be shown on the screen right now. Alright, cool. So it's clear with the dot slash point, and now we go through with the line. Now it's very straightforward. A line is just a line, which is it basically starts from a dot and then goes somewhere and ends. It's basically like a dot moving and leaving a trail behind. And now the third thing, which is shape. Shape is something we are all familiar with. When we used to be kids, we used to play a lot around with shapes. There are many shapes, like you've got square, you've got circles, you've got triangles, you've got 3D shapes like cubes, but that's later actually. Currently we are facing on 2D shapes, so square, circle, triangle, etc, etc, a lot of things. So those are shapes. Shapes are basically made from lines, and lines are made from dots. So like 1, 2 and 3, dot, line and shape. So it starts from a dot, ends in a line, ends in another line, another line, another line, and that is what makes a square. Just like that, it's a circle, it's a triangle, and whatnot. The fourth thing we're going to talk about is form. So the third thing was shape, fourth thing is just extending on shape, which is a form. A form means like a 3D thing, like as in a shape is a square, but a form would be a cube. A shape is a triangle, but like a form would be a pyramid. A shape would be a circle, but a form would be a sphere. There you go. It's basically identified as a 3D object in drawing, like a cube, a pyramid, a cone, a cylinder. There are like various examples of it. Generally, most of the things which we see in real life, like tables, chairs, laptops, phones, cameras, all of those are forms. Those are not shapes. I mean, like, those are forms which are made of shapes. Let's talk about the fifth thing, which is color. Cool. Now let's talk about color. Color is one thing, everyone loves color. Who doesn't? But what is color exactly? So if you've studied in science, about prism. So basically it's a glass prism, and when a ray of light passes through it, it produces the Vibgyor or the rainbow. Violet, indigo, blue, green, and whatever. So like all of those are, pretty colors. They are just there, hanging around there. um, and basically those colors are what makes a drawing, lively. It makes something beautiful, it makes something great. you know on the page you can see, red, green and blue, because in pink I couldn't find the color red. But yeah, so that's basically, this is the light ray which passes through the prism and produces colors like the rainbow. Yeah. So as it makes on the rainbow, so basically color is the result of light reflecting on an object and back to our eyes. That what makes color. And you've heard of colorblind people who can't see some colors, and like, let's say, a problem in their eyes, but normal human beings can see most of the colors. And yeah, so that is color. In the next video we will study in depth about color and the color wheel, and primary colors, secondary colors, but that's a long thing. And now the sixth thing which I'm going to talk about is value. Now value is, you can't say like the value of something, like this thing is worth like around 2000 and this thing is worth around, I don't know, like $100. And so what? So this time value is something which represents the object's brightness or the darkness. So basically, if so here I draw a cube. Here on I've drawn a cube. So assuming this part is just gonna be all light, this part is gonna be all light, no darkness here. So we could just start to shade a bit, starting from the lighter side to it just grows more and more and more darker and darker. So that's basically the value of the object. If the object is completely black, you can see like the value of the object is completely high, is so high, like it's super dark. And the object is super bright, then it's really low, the value of the object is really low. And here we just put around just a bit of color. Oh, there we go. We could just put in just a bit of it here too. Yeah, there you go. So like value represents the brightness or the darkness of the object. Now the seventh thing which we are going to talk about is texture. Now texture, it's not that easy to represent in a drawing. Texture is something what we feel. Like when you touch a wooden surface, it kind of feels like wood. And when you touch like a cement or something smoother, it feels just seamless. It just, your hand just slides across it. So I mean, like mainly like there are many textures. Like on a leaf you could see like textures like like those things, I don't know what they're called, but those little little branches coming out of the tree. I could explain that better in color actually. Assuming. So basically, this is the texture of a leaf. But the thing is, this is the texture of the leaf, but this is the leaf. The texture and thing is different. The texture of the leaf is, you feel those lines as you slide your finger across it. That's texture. When you spill water on something, or there are just little rain droplets on your window, you just slide your hand across it and you could just feel like there is water here, there is moisture. And the last thing, eighth one, which is space. Now space, you might think of all those those all stars, and in the plain black sky. Yeah, that's not what we are talking about. We are talking about space. Space means now let's go back full circle to the first thing which we saw, which was a dot or a point. A dot or a point is something in nothing. The something is a dot or a point, and that nothing is space. Space is this place like where you draw things. Space is basically your canvas, a plain thing on which there is something or to be drawn. So basically those are all of the elements of design. There are total 8 elements of designs, which are dot, line, shape, form, color, value, texture and space. And in the next video we are gonna do the principles of design. So hope to see you in the next video, and stay tuned to this channel for art related stuff, crafts related stuff. We're gonna do paper crafts soon. We're gonna check out some movies, some music, whatever I feel like doing. And this as a first video has been like I'm proud of myself. It's a pretty good video. So I hope to see you guys in the next video. Make sure to subscribe, like and share this video with all your friends who are interested in art, learning how to do stuff, and slowly and gradually we learn more and more about things. So thank you for watching and have a nice day. Goodbye.